Hello, this is Zeke777, and welcome to episode 6 of Arcane Revolution. We got stuff to do. Let's get on it. Sentient Sword. This guy here is serving me great, is working awesomely. It's almost broken. And I'm not actually sure how to repair it. Quick Google search lends a lot of stuff saying, don't know if it's possible, maybe it's possible, try a will crystal. So, to get a will crystal, we don't have that yet. But I do need that in order to advance in blood magic anyway. I don't have it searched for here. I thought I did. We need a crucible. Probably should have searched for demon instead. Demon crucible. I need one of these. And I need, we're going to search for demon. Get rid of all that. Lots of stuff. Demon. We need a demon crystallizer and a demon crucible that will take, don't need an E. That will take will from our Tartaric gems here, put it into the atmosphere, I guess, into the aura, and then turn it into crystals. So then with crystals, you can eventually, that's kind of how you advance up as well, because I need that, I think, for the next tier of Tartaric gem. Need crystals for that, I think. Yeah, somewhere in here. But supposedly that will help me to repair my sword, so we should probably do that before our sword breaks. So to make the two items, a crystallizer and a crucible here, crystallizer needs to start off with a hellfire forge. So let's make one of these guys. Easy enough, hellfire forge. Ta-da! And then we need some stone, some glass, and some lapis, which I believe I have on me. For the crucible, this guy needs a cauldron as a base. So let's grab one of those as well. And let's go over to our hellfire forge. So let's start off with this guy here. That is forge, stone, lapis, and glass. So glass, lapis, forge, and stone. And toss you in here. And hopefully we have enough. I hadn't actually checked how much this needs. Needs 400, drains 100. Needs 500, drains 100. So we have 1,000 in here. So that's good. Let's grab you. And I need, I think, just diamond and cauldron. There we go. Awesome. So that is working. Thank you. And while we are here at base, let's grab ourselves materials for a hopper. Okay, so let's hit F3G, which will show us our chunk borders. Okay, so that's pretty much this whole area in one chunk. That's actually really good. Purifier, we don't really need you right here, but it'll really help to have these guys here. So Crystallizer and Crucible. And while we're at it, Hopper, you can go directly into there. I don't really need that at the moment, but I will need it hopefully soon, but probably not as soon as I'd like. Didn't want to drop that. There we go. So that's going to go there for a bit. That's going to drain the aura, or it's going to drain the will out of the gem into the Crucible. Which I don't have the gauge, which is something. It's right here. Demon will aura gauge. Needs 400, drains 50. We need a crystal for that first, so we're gonna hold off on that for a little bit. But that will basically let us monitor the actual number of will in the aura here. So let's grab this out because we don't want it to drain entirely. Well, that didn't take too long. We've got ourselves a demon will crystal cluster here. Did not take too long for that. That is like, honestly, like a minute, if that. It is actually like a day later now, but that's unrelated to the growing of the crystal. We're gonna put this back in there for just a little bit, and the reason for that is because, so this takes, if I recall, 100 demon will out of the aura to actually create the crystal. Now, the actual shards that'll grow on the side, I think only take, they take less than 100. So like this first one, if you were to break this and throw it in as just a will crystal, I think you get 50 out of it, which is not effective at all. So yeah, we're gonna let it grow. I think I need to have this completely filled up. I need, I think, 1,000 on me in order to be able to take crystals off the sides. But we can do something else. If I open up one of my backpacks here, let's see, moving wand. Wand is empty. Kind of a fun thing here. You can just go yoink and yoink. So basically, normally to create these crystals and place them anywhere except for on top of the demon crystallizer, it would take, I think, 4 crystal shards, and that just moved it. Done. So get another one here. The reason for that is, while it is more expensive to create the actual cluster itself, there is a chance, very, very small chance, to get different types or flavors or whatever you want to call it. Basically, at some point, I'm going to need to have all the different colors of this, so might as well attempt to get that now. And this way, I'll be able to have 2 things that are taking will out of the aura to grow. So let's toss. I keep doing toss. It's not toss. Right click. toss if I put it into hopper. Anyway, I'm going to put it in there for a little bit longer. It'll only hold, I think, 100 will in the aura at a time anyway. So I need to get it completely filled up, which is going to be taking this guy's will. So let's take him out. You are down to 646. Cool. So we're going to let that sit for a bit. So that being done, still sitting there, hasn't grown yet. Completely unrelated. I realized I actually have another mod in here that's very useful. That is Evilcraft. And there are two things in here that I want to work on. Where are you? Blood chest. So this guy here will work pretty nicely. It'll repair my items for me, which means I can just toss you in, use some blood, and repair it. But the problem is the blood chest will end up putting things that I don't want on it, various debuffs, such as the thing I had on the Vengeance Pickaxe, which would summon Vengeance Spirits. Not ideal, but where did my book go? Origins of Darkness. If we go in here, there are a couple things we can get. If we go to Evolved Blood Machinery, the Colossal Blood Chest. Blood chests are great, throw in your damaged stuff, and they come out repaired. Basically, this guy here is a little bit bigger. It is a 3x3 structure, mostly using undead planks, which I have plenty of at this point. I just have a couple trees. I believe I created a Promise of Tenacity. It's just basically repeating infusions and stuff like that. Back. But yes, that'll get me reinforced undead planks, make a big block out of those, and one of these, Colossal Blood Chest, which is a blood infusion core, which is pretty simple. So let's get working on that. I have hardened blood shards on me, and I needed a power gem, dark gem here. So let's go over to our blood. Now I've been just kind of moving this thing around, no reason in particular, and basically as I get around to it, I just fill it up. I just keep this on me. It holds 10 buckets, which works quite nicely. Let's toss our dark gem in there. So that is going to go fill up. Awesome. And let's go grab ourselves some undead planks. I think I have a couple trees. I had some trees over there. I chopped them down already. So that should be down in storage. So, reinforced undead plank. That is a regular undead plank, and it looks like a bucket of blood. So we should have enough, just barely. One of these gets me 4, it'll just like regular, and I need 27 is for a full thing. So if I do 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So I can't get 26, which I actually need. But Colossal Blood Chest itself needs 4 as well. So let's do 1 additional. And so that gets me 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 26 remaining. So I have 2. Basically, I just don't want to waste extra blood. So that would be 30 buckets of blood, which I think we should luck out. 38. Awesome. Cool. So let's toss you in here. We have our Promise of Tenacity. That's going to take its sweet time, but we will be back once that's done. In the meantime, let's go ahead, take our Hardened Blood Shards and our Dark Power Gem in the middle to get our Blood Infusion Core. I probably might have 4 done at this point. Let's go grab those. 1, 2. That'll take a bit. There's another thing I wanted to look at here. Now, as I was looking through this and I realized, oh, blood magic, awesome, or Evilcraft, I also noticed something else in here that I kind of want to take a look at, and that is brooms. Now, I need to come up with an actual source of blood for this, but at some point I'll be using the, the blood drop from blood magic compatibility stuff. So since I'm going to be having a blood network anyway, and hopefully it'll be full all the time, we can power our broom. Now a broom is flight. We can finally get flight. So let's figure out what we want. Now I actually made a spreadsheet, and I'll open it up on my other window here. Sorry, you won't be able to see it. And I think I came up with a plan of what I want. Now the basic idea is each of these rods and caps and all this other stuff, they have various stats. So for instance, Sponge Rod here adds 4 modifiers, has some speed, acceleration, sturdiness, swimming, and bouncy. And various caps, like say a player skull cap, adds speed. Or Wither Creeper, that one's kind of fun, I guess. It blows up when you hit things. Not really sure why that's useful, but yeah. So my plan is I'm going to use, where did it go? Undead Rod, which has a good balance of modifiers, speed, acceleration, maneuverability, levitation, and efficiency, and I'll kind of describe those once we get around to it. And so I'm going to make one of those. I think I was going to do with a wool brush, and I need to figure out what I want from a cap. Cobalt, maybe? The reason for Cobalt, I was just going to list it in here. It's not as useful. So Cobalt is an interesting one. because that uses Magneticraft. Now, I don't know if this is something that is required. Are you from an ore? You are from an ore. Do I have any Cobalt here? Thank you. No, let's try this guy. No Cobalt. Well, we'll see what we'll do for that. Let's get the other parts. So to get started on this, we need a bare rod, a bare brush, and a bare cap. Just all right here. Awesome. Rod, brush, cap. Now these all need dark sticks. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sticks. And these are made with undead plank and dark gem. So I need 5 of those, I think it said. So we need 1 for that, 2, 3 dark gems. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For some reason it double clicks. Got those. Our undead planks I think I put away for a second. And in here should be crushed dark gems. Awesome. And that is done down here. So grab our wood. How much wood do we need? I have way too much stuff on me. Strawberries, you can go in here. Okay, so undead planks. Let's grab a couple more of these. I don't really know how many I need. Probably enough. And let's go over here. We need 1, 2, 1, 2. So 2 of these go here to turn these into dark sticks. Other dark gem here. So let's check our recipes. 1 of you, please. And I need 1 of you. There's apparently, there we go. And last but not least, let's clean our inventory a little bit more. Extra smoothies. And last one, I need a cap. Okay, so we have our cap, we have our brush, and we have our rod. These alone, you can't really use for anything. You have to use these, and you have to turn them into a special thing. So I think I said I wanted an undead rod here. So that is just 3 undead planks around it. Easy enough. 1, 2, 3. Undead rod. Next up, we need a, where did my spreadsheet go? A wool brush. So that is this one here, which is probably just 2 pieces of wool. Where's the brushes? Anywhere? Where are you? Nope. We were looking for a brush. Here we go. So it's just 2 pieces of wool. Any color will work. I wonder if you can dye that. That'd be kind of cool. I should have some wool in here somewhere. 1, 2. Awesome. Got wool, wool, and a brush. Gets us a wool brush. And then for our cap, I don't have cobalt. Other ones that are good, let's see. Copper is decent. Thaumium would be nice. Although, that's maneuverability. I'll be back to you in a second for that one. Okay, so looking at our options of what we have, I think silver is going to be a good one. So that's going to be probably back here. Are you silver? That one gets us speed, stardiness, okay, so that was right. So that's 2 pieces of silver. We don't actually have any silver smelted up, so let's grab 2 of these dusts from Magneticraft, and just toss you in here, and you should smelt up real quick. Yeah, so that's going. In the meantime, our items are done. So reinforced undead plank and a colossal blood chest. I don't have a place for this, so we need a temporary place for it. I actually need to figure out what type of region this would look good in. For now, I think right here works. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's put the colossal blood chest block there. As far as I know, it does not really matter where that is. So let's go here, and it does have to be empty in the middle. So let's hop down here, and the last block, there we go, a reinforced colossal blood chest. It looks like a very large chest. So this thing here, it apparently has higher efficiency if you have more items to repair. Now, out of morbid curiosity, let's see if that does anything. Do I have any blood here? A little bit. Did that repair those? I should have actually looked. It seemed to repair them a little bit. That might be abusable. Okay, well, let's get more blood. So let's see how broken this is. Can I throw a Tartaric gem in here? No, shift click won't work. Let's at least throw these guys in and see if they do anything. What else can I repair that shouldn't be repairable? We'll try that for now. So you are at 45. Yes, that is improving things. That is That's awesome, because that is otherwise not quite renewable. I think it's renewable if I can get to an orchid, because I need to get the crystals to repair these things, so that is pretty awesome. And then Sentient Sword, of course, I want to repair you, but we're going to be running low on blood, and we need our blood. So, got that going. Undead Rod, Bear Cap. I still need my cap, so silver should be done by now. So, let's run over here to silver. Thank you. And we have Bear Cap and 2 silver. Silver metal cap. So, how does this work? Well, each of these has modifiers. This one here has 80 speed and 100 levitation. So speed is basically your top speed. Levitation is how well you can rise upward. So you kind of want some number in there to be able to actually go upwards. Now this one here adds modifier slots. So that's kind of like Tinker's Construct, how it has modifiers. So you can add additional speed, extra maneuverability, you can light things on fire, whatever. So we'll deal with that in a little bit. We're not going to be adding any modifiers at the moment. But we have speed of 120, so again, that adds up. So we're up to now a speed of 200. Maneuverability of 150, which is how fast you can turn. Acceleration is how fast you get going fast. Levitation again, and then efficiency. So the reason I picked the Undead Rod is because of efficiency. That makes it use less blood, because you do need fuel for this, and that's blood. And then silver metal cap, that also adds sturdiness, which allows you to not get thrown off if you hit things as easily. So that just helps overall. So let's just shift these in here. We have our broom. So you can see it adds up the levitation, the acceleration, speed, sturdiness, maneuverability, and efficiency. So let's grab him. Thank you. We're going to enable this. If I shift right click, that should start filling that up, and I don't want to use all of that. But we have flight. I'm going to cut that video here just in case this does crash. It shouldn't, but you can't be too careful. Okay, so that's all done. If I right click, we're now flying. And if I hit F5, you can kind of see about how fast this thing actually turns. So it's kind of like a boat, how you have to actually turn before you can fly, or before you can move. But we have flight. So that is pretty awesome. That will make things a lot easier for trying to explore to get things. It seems to be pretty smooth flight as well. This can be extremely handy, but like I said, it does need fuel, so we do need to keep track of how much blood we have, at least until we can get our blood network working. But that's awesome. Shift click, or just shift, drops you down, and automatically picks it up. I'd imagine if you have a full inventory, it'll just sit there. But yes, that is a thing that is awesome. And I didn't actually check to see how much blood that used. But yeah, we're going to have to keep getting more blood. Well, I have to say, if my screenshot key was working properly, this would be an ideal spot for a screenshot. A nice little overview of our city. It is coming along, eventually. We are getting I'm trying to do at least one building per episode here, so let's get back to work and actually start building things. So, now that we have filled up a couple of our Tartaric gems here, we have a few things that we need to build. First off, if we toss this in here, this is Arcane Ashes. I think that's the name of it. Arcane Ashes, yes. This is used for most things in blood magic need some sort of either sigil or whatever, and you use the Arcane Ashes for that. Next up, stone, redstone, glowstone, and glass. This is going to make ourselves a handful of routing nodes. And we have a couple other things we'll need to craft up. Let's grab the rest of these guys out. Got the routing nodes, and I now need the master routing node, which is block of iron, diamond, and imbued slate. We're actually running really low on iron at this point. In fact, I think I used my last actual pieces of iron, and I'm down to just a couple nuggets. So I'm going to have to figure out something to do with that. Let's grab 2 diamonds and get these guys going. Okay, so here's how this works. We've got nodes on each of these. None of them are bound up yet, and I actually need to put in a couple more filters. This one here goes east and west. So you are an output filter, and we want a bucket of lava. So let's go grab a bucket of water, or lava, sorry, and careful not to fall down there because that will kill me. Output routing node. So we have east and west. We grab a precise item filter and bucket of lava. Now, a careful thing is we need to actually put in 1 here. We only want 1 to go in, and we'll get to that in a second here. So 1 more view, and bucket of lava, 1. That was output, right? Yes. So that is outputting from the node network into the dispensers. Now, currently, I don't have any in the system. And on the top here, input routing nodes, these guys down. These, I need to set you to specifically grab a empty bucket. So grab all empty buckets. Same with you. down, precise filter, and empty bucket. So basically, all the input routing nodes on the top are set to take out empty buckets. All the output nodes on the sides are sending full buckets in here. And then I have 8 empty buckets. So let's bind everything up. So here's our master node. I wanted it in the center, but if it's in the center, then the spreader here can't access it. When I get to doing sparks, I don't think that'll be an issue, but for now, I'll just have it over here. No big deal. So let's bind you to these guys. And I'm going to just bind it to the middle one. And then from that, I'm going to have it just the middle one bound to the side ones here. That I think will work. The actual like order of what is connecting to what is pretty much irrelevant in this pack, or in this node thing. It doesn't really matter. So that works. So those are all bound up. And you, and you. And a couple more here. You to that one. You to that one. And almost done here. A couple more. And then I also have to set up the nodes on this guy. So I've got the nodes set here. And it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be looking at this really. So from you over to the node. Again, try not to fall in. And let's just bind this to here. Cool. So everything's now bound up. And I believe everything has filters in it. So if I go here, we toss 8 buckets in. Nothing happens. So let's see, what do I want to toss? We will use a rotten flesh, because why not? So 1 rotten flesh, toss you in. So that's going to just keep going. And as that goes, it should, I think we'll hear an empty clicking sound shortly. There we go. So now it changed sounds. So that tells us that we are now completely ready to go. So if I press this button, everyone gets lava all at once. That starts filling up again. And basically, that's going to keep going. And it's just going to keep clicking, whatever. And over here, we need to put a timer for, I think, 6 minutes. This is going to take less than 6 minutes to fill up the lava buckets, so that's no big deal there. And pretty much this thing here, that's done. We are sitting here at 51,000 blood. I made myself a bound blood drop. It's pretty simple. It's, if I hit R on you, just a weak blood orb, bunch of blood in the blood infuser gets us that. Yeah, I was hoping to avoid this, but it's so handy. The bound blood thing. Yeah, especially with the broom, being able to just fly, very useful. We don't have automated blood yet, so that is next on the list. And over here at our blood magic altar, we've got an input routing node, an output routing node, and a master node. I think I have these bound. Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. So it's real simple. It's the basic concept here is input chest, output chest. Now this whole thing is semi-automatic because I don't have like a ritual under here yet, because that takes a whole lot of runes and takes a whole lot of time. So this will make it easier for me to get there. So we put stone in here. So let's place 1 stone. And that stone you see is now in the blood altar. The way that's set up is it grabs the input node, says, yep, take anything. Anything that's in here, grab it. And then over here, the output node says, going north, put stone in. Just 1. I could set this, and I probably will set it to a higher number. I think 4 was a nice number, depending on how much, how many mobs I have in the ritual underneath. But for now, 1, because this is all automatic. This is all manual at this point. I'd still have to use the sacrificial dagger for this. Yeah, so that you see is now a blank slate. And the reason for that is if we go to this guy over here, this is outputting to this chest. Right now we have it set for hold 1 blank slate and 32 reinforced slate, and then 1 imbued slate. The reason for that is I don't need that many blank slates at the moment. I will at some point because I need that to make the runes themselves. But reinforced slates, I need those for ritual stones. So basically, it's just going to be a whole lot of sitting here, sacrificing. Yep, grab you. One thing is with Electroblob's wizardry here, the Wand of the Healer. I was able to find, I basically was just randomly trying various spells until I identified them, and I got one called Greater Heal, which is awesome. It, I think base does 4 hearts of healing, 4 full hearts, and if I hold mouse over this, I'm not sure why it's blinking like that, but 45% healing potency means I'm actually getting basically 50% bonus, so that's like 6 hearts, which is awesome. Saves me a lot of food, which I have tons of food at this point, so that's not an issue. Let's grab, I'm trying to actually thin out what I have. Let's grab rice cake. Way too much stuff in here. At some point I'm going to have actual healthy food. Rice cake is only one food thing, but strawberry ice cream is two. These smoothies here are 1.5, so I've got lots of those. I'm basically just slowly moving up. Boiled eggs here, these are real easy to make. Boiled egg, fried egg, scrambled egg, 1/2 each, so that's really useful. So I'm trying to thin out, get rid of the less useful food and get more useful, and I'm kind of doing that at the same time as just working here. And that's pretty much place a stack in, and eventually we'll get a stack out. So lots of off-camera work here, just getting blood, and getting more blood, and getting more blood. Yep, that's pretty much it. So we will be back in a little bit once we get a couple more of these for some ritual stones. Little aside here, so over here is my agriculture area. I'm just at my blood altar here. It's actually really nice. So I made a point of not lighting that up at the moment, and the reason for that is it's a great mob spawner. Everything else over here, it's all lit up, no mobs. So that basically focuses all the mob spawning over in that direction. Which A, makes it really dangerous, but B, means I can occasionally find an enderman over there and just look at it, and then go hide underneath that little manual tree farm until I can kill it, which is awesome. I've collected, I think, a couple stacks of ender pearls at this point. Very useful. I'm gonna probably go to the end, I think, next episode, now that I have the flight with a broom here. So we're gonna have to arm ourselves up here, and to do that, we need to get some binding reagents. So let me go grab the materials for that, and I'll meet you over at the storehouse. Okay, I just saw some eyes over here. Ooh, 2 sets of eyes. Let's see if we can get them mad at us. Yes? No? They're like hiding behind trees there, which is a little annoying. Come on, attack me. I don't have to walk over there. Yeah, like I said, this is pretty much my main way of getting ender pearls at this point. It's a little tedious, but it seems to be working. Come on, I'm looking at you. Get mad at me, run over here. Yeah, because if I walk over there, I'm going to have to deal with the skeletons and all that, and it's kind of annoying. But if I can lure them over here, then it makes my life a lot easier, and I can get some ender pearls out of it. Alrighty, got one. Let's run over here. Be super cheap. Hello, Mr. Enderman. And I did pull off the looting from the vein sword that I had. I have it on my sentient sword, which is awesome, because I think I get like 2 or 3 ender pearls then. Or just 1, that works too. Ooh, and an ender tear, which I think is used to make gas tears. Yeah, so that is useful, though I need that, which is annoying. Yeah, so that is awesome, getting a couple more ender pearls. Hello, are you over there? You seem mad at me. Awesome, good. So we're going to get one more here, and then, like I said, meet you over at the storehouse. So, I have my ashes here, and I also got 6 gold nuggets, gunpowder, glowstone dust, and redstone. And let's step outside a little bit, because I don't know if it actually needs sky access. I think it does not, but just to be sure, we'll move... Here works. So, Alchemy Array, you go down. Oh, I actually need to make this first. Yes, so, binding reagent. That's what I need to make before I can put it in the Arcane Ashes here. So, toss you, and we'll just toss that one in. Been going through a lot of will, but yeah, I can't actually upgrade this yet until I get this binding reagent, so that's going to be a thing. And let's go bound and living. We need those as well. So basically what I've been going through here is my armor. This is just stuff I found. I did upgrade this one. It gets me 8 armor, which is pretty nice, and it matches my regular skin, so kind of like it. But we're going to go with living armor. This is from Blood Magic. It's very useful. It's a pretty good armor as well as it's good armor on its own, but it can also be enchanted. Yay! And the Alchemy Array is used to make it. It can be enchanted, but it also has its own sort of upgrade system. So that is going to be what we're going to go for here. So let's see. For you, I need iron helmet. I think it's just iron stuff. Really? Do I have iron? I think I got some more iron. Let's see. So we should be good with that. Bound blade. I need one of those, and I need a bound pickaxe as well. And these, I think, use diamond stuff. So let's get some diamonds. And these guys are all done. Awesome. Let's go get some diamonds and some iron armor. Alrighty, so let's go ahead here, and I need a diamond pick. One of you, thank you. And I need a diamond sword. Thank you. And now I need, let's go like that, and that, which gets me chest plate, helmet, and boots. And then the last 7 here gets us a pair of iron leggings. So I think that's all that we need at the moment. Now let's go over here. We have our binding reagent, we have our alchemy array. Binding reagent goes in, and let's start off with our diamond pick. Now, I do have this pick here, which has Fortune 5, which is really useful, but it's not the fastest thing. So, what I noticed in my last series was the bound pickaxe. This thing is really fast. In fact, with efficiency 5 on it, it is actually almost instant break for not only stone, but also things like dirt, which is really useful for clearing stuff. Wood, it can chop through that almost instantly as well. It's just overall pretty much an all break everything tool. So we're going to get bound pickaxe. Next up, let's grab our ashes again. Take one of you, binding reagent, and a diamond sword. Now, I like this sword. I'm probably going to keep using my sentient sword, but we do, however, we pretty much are required to have a bound blade in order to get the blood shards to finish upgrading our altar there. So this thing, it's a requirement. Not going to use it too much, but we're going to use it a little bit. Next up, Arcane Ashes again, binding reagent, and now pretty much the same thing. Just going to make all the rest of the pieces of the living armor. It's just the chest plate, helmet, boots, and leggings. So we'll be back once that's done. Alrighty, so we have all the things that we need. So this stuff here, we're gonna just kind of leave it here. This chest is sort of a store all my random armor things I've found. I do want to hold on to this stuff. I'm not gonna get rid of it, of course, but because this like healing stuff is really useful, it reduces the healing cost, which means this guy's really nice. I also don't actually want to be doing any self-sacrificing in my living armor yet, because if I do that, it's gonna start taking up upgrade points, and I don't want to do that. So armor. It is apparently at least higher armor than what I had before, so that alone is an upgrade. We don't have really any enchantments we can put on this yet. I have the anvil there, but I don't have an enchanting table. And I'm actually planning on going with Botania again for enchanting because really powerful. It's being nice. It's nice to be able to just customize whatever you'd like. This guy here, we're going to keep all that because we need that for if we die. It's nice to be able to have armor to go back and get your stuff. So I think I got that. Bound blade and bound pickaxe. Don't need the pickaxe at the moment, but bound blade. Let's go get some blood. And I just missed it. At the bottom there, it said upgrade acquired. Now, I don't know if this has the... Oh, it does actually update now. Quick feat. So if I hold shift and M, it shows I've got 23 out of 100 for the next level. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just running back and forth because I like speed. In fact, we're also going to jump because I want a jump boost on here too. So with the living armor, if you... There we go, upgrade acquired. Strong legs. So that's from jumping, and we also apparently got... Oh, quick feat is almost about to upgrade, I think. So now we can jump, I think, 2 high? Maybe it's 1.5 high. Not entirely sure, but very useful. Can I jump to you? Not yet, almost. So that helps you to jump higher, which is awesome. And I believe one of these also lets you walk up an incline. Maybe not. We'll probably get a the girdle from Botania as well, but at the moment we don't have it. So this is going to help us to move faster, which is good, and at some point be able to walk up 1 block height. And in the meantime, still get more of these runes, or the slates, until it finally gets night, so we can go kill stuff. So hurry up. Okay, so it's night, so if we get our bound blade out, looks like we found our first victim. Please don't blow up. And awesome. So that is one that did not get us a blood shard though, so let's clear these bits so we can see if we get blood. And let's kill something else. Skeletons are kind of annoying. I don't want to fight skeletons. Ooh, hello, Mr. Enderman. Where can I hide? I can hide over here. Not very well. No, we'll just fight you regularly. Which is probably not a good idea. Especially with the creeper there. And let's run over here. We did get 1 blood shard, awesome. So we need a couple of these things. I think we can jump 2 high now. I think. Yeah, gonna kill a couple more things, hopefully not die. And yeah, should be good. We got another strong legs, good. And yeah, let me heal up a bit and kill a couple more things. So it is now almost morning. And just got a couple more of these guys to clean up. There we go, another upgrade, awesome. So, let's see what we've done. So I have here 7 weak blood shards, which should be enough for quite a while. I know I need 1 for the blood bricks up there, and I need a couple for upgrades of other things as well. Got a couple spell books here. Got a whole bunch of stuff that's just kind of floating around me. And what did we get? We have Fierce Strike, which I think is for critical hits, hit harder. Healthy, which gave me 2 extra hearts. True Strike, which I think is another extra damage, which is always welcome. Quick Feet is running, Strong Legs is jumping, and Experienced is getting more experience per kill. So overall good night. That was a single night that got me quite a lot of stuff. It's apparently raining. Yay. Like I said before, I really like the biome here because I don't need to care about rain. Don't need to set up anything. It just doesn't rain on me, which is awesome. So jumping is getting a little annoyingly high though, so I kind of want to cap that at, I think, 2. So we're going to have to figure out how we want to actually properly train this. There's a couple rituals that can aid you in this. There's these training bracelets and all that stuff. So we'll get into actually properly min-maxing this thing, but at the moment it's kind of just going to level up with the things that we use. I'm going to put away the Bound Blade. I don't need it anymore. I mean, I will at some point when I need more of these blood shards, but at the moment I think we're pretty good, and I want to go back to getting more of the Tartaric gem, filling up that with for Will, and you have to use a Sentient Sword for that. So we're going to leave this guy here in my kind of mob drops chest, and I think we can start working on the next part. Well, I've been working on the altar, and I have a whole nother row of runes done. They're just blank runes at the moment. I'm not going to upgrade them until I can actually get the altar set up, but we need a weak blood shard. So the next thing to actually complete this next stage of the altar is bloodstone tiles. We're going to keep you as well. So these guys just go 1 block higher than the glowstone. Easy enough. Let's just kind of set these up. One up here. Thank you. Being able to jump 3 blocks is pretty useful. I do wish I could just jump 1 block when needed if I just need to go up 1 level. But whatever, beggars can't be choosers. It's nice. It works. We're gonna do that, and I think that should be everything for the next stage of the altar. Let's go ahead and throw a... How many do we have in here? I have 6. Let's just set that to 1 for the moment. 1. So 1, 1, and 1. So we're gonna toss you in so that that can make up the next level here and get ourselves a demonic slate. So then we can set our filters, and then yeah, we can start actually working on the next thing. And I think I need a demonic slate for the next Tartaric gem. I think that's what I need it for. So common turns to a greater. Where are you? You are a common. Lots of things here. Greater, yes. So greater needs a weak blood shard, which is another thing I needed that for, and a demonic slate. I already have the demon well crystals. I think I got 4 of those right now. So we can upgrade our Tartaric gem finally. So you are going to go to the next level. Let's actually we'll keep you. We'll take you off. And where did my dagger go? There we go. So dagger, there we go. I don't want to use that with the armor equipped because that would add an extra upgrade on here that I don't really care for at the moment. I'm not going to need it, so it kind of doesn't make sense to use it. You are... Which one are you? That's imbued. Okay. So let's go heal ourselves, get our dagger upgraded again, or charged up, I guess. And you are going to use a whole lot of blood. Okay, heal up and cut. There we go. Might need a bucket of... where's my bucket? Uh-oh. Where can I put you? You can go right there. Probably won't start anything on fire. Milk. Heal and cut. Okay. And let's grab another bucket. That. Heal, heal. Heal. There we go. And dagger, get you charged up again. It's kind of expensive, these guys, but whatever, it's worth it. There we go. Demonic Slate. There's a couple things I need this for. One was the gem, like I mentioned, but I think I also need this for a couple of the runes. Let me figure out what that was. Turns out we actually need 2 of these. One of the things that I pretty much need for this is in the... Where are you? I think it's regular crafting. This guy here, Ritual Diviner Dusk. So that will be needed in order... Actually, specifically I need the inscription tools, but this will make things easier. I need that in order to make the ritual to go underneath here, so I can finally get this section fully automated, which will then mean I have LP fully automated, so that'll be full, as well as mana, because that's based off the LP. So we're gonna keep working away at this, keep sacrificing here until we can get that done. Okay, we are getting close here. So, Ritual Diviner, which is the base level one, Next up, we need a couple blocks of coal, which I don't know if we have enough blood in here for this, but let's fill it up anyway. There we go. So we need... Oh, that was actually really quick. So let's grab that guy and grab our next one, block of coal, and then that should be done real quick. There we go. Let's heal ourselves up so we don't waste food. So this thing here normally would be charged up with those crystals, but I'm able to repair it in the reinforced undead... What's it called? Not reinforced undead plank. That's that colossal blood chest. So basically, I can just put it in there and it'll repair it, which is really useful. Yeah, like cheaty useful. So tool, inscription tool there, ritual diviner in the middle, and I need 2 demonic slates. Gets us a ritual diviner dusk. This guy here. This is going to run our base pretty much. So let's shift through these. Serenade Nether, Full Spring, Le Volcanos Frigius, which I think is a Cobalt gen. Crash of the Timberman, it's a tree farm. Ritual of Green Grove, that's pretty simple. Interdiction, I think prevents things from coming towards you. Hymn of Siphoning, now that guy might be the one. Grabs fluids from the world, from the defined area, will only remove and put the fluid in the connected tank if the tank has at least a bucket's worth of the same fluid. That's interesting. What could I use that for? It's a pump, really is what it is. We'll play with that. Steadfast Heart, that guy there. Shift M? No? Okay. The other one said what it was. Ritual of Speed, I think is just a aura speed boost type thing. Ritual of High Jump, Laying of the Filler, lays blocks. Ritual of Luna, what are you? You don't say. Ritual of Nature's Leech, is that the one I want? One of these is basically a... I think this one is... I think this is for passive mobs. One of these, the Well of Suffering, is the basic one, but I have a thing in here. Shepherd, Containment, Crusher, Magnetism, Crystal, Harvest Moon, Sagiated Stomach, Ellipsoid, Culling, I think is the one. So this one here, it's almost all Dusk runes and then 4 Fire runes. Well of Suffering is also 36. So I think it is the Ritual of Culling, and I will look this up before I start actually building it. But basically what it is it's the same as a Well of Suffering, except it kills them instantly. So instead of it like slowly hitting them, boom, 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 it just kills them. So for the one, you'd use it for like witches that can heal themselves. I'm planning on just putting a bunch of spawners down here that I've found. Actually I have a blaze spawner already, so I can toss that in there, and it's going to fill it up with spawners, kind of like it did in the other one with my will harvesting rituals. So in the meantime, I need to get a bunch of reinforced slates so I can start actually crafting that. Okay, so we have this guy here. Ritual of Culling is the one that we do want. It'll kill mobs instantly, so problems I had before where it was, let me go ritual. Problems I had before where it would basically kill my frame rate if I walked too close. That should hopefully be solved with this, but we will find out. Ritual Stone, if it doesn't work, then I can just go back to what I had before. Go there, cool. And don't need any stone, need the rest of my slates though. And let me just double check, the Master Ritual Stone doesn't need those, it goes with the Ritual Stones themselves. So let's grab all of those. And I need more obsidian. Don't really have a way of getting obsidian besides just lava lakes down below, so let me go grab some more of that. Okay, got a handful more of obsidian there. We're gonna actually... Yeah, so we need the Ritual Stones for our Ritual of Culling. I think I want Culling, don't... That Well of Suffering. I'll at least try this out. If nothing else, I can just break it again and then switch it out, because you'll get your runes back, so no big deal there. I also need a bunch of Ritual Stones in order to make at least another Serenade of the Nether to generate lava, because then I can use that to make an obsidian farm, which will just make making rituals easier. Okay, so we have our Ritual Stones and our Master Ritual Stone. So let's go down below here. I cleared out an area, which is kind of... It's a little small. I think I can go one more out, but I haven't really decided how I want to do that, especially because I'm running into stuff here. Especially this thing here. This is one of the sources for the water back there. So I don't really... I think if I place a block here, it'll break that river. There's another one behind this grass block. So I'll have to figure that one out. I might just kind of put a wall here and have it just spread out more this direction. It doesn't really matter as long as they're within the range. So whatever. Doesn't matter. Cobblestone, let's go down a couple blocks. I shift click, there we go. I'm not sure how far down I want this to go. Let's go here. Don't want to break that one, break that one. Okay. Is that where I want it? Let's grab our Ritual Diviner. So if I place the Ritual Stone here, that takes up that room there. So I could go up one block. I should probably go up one block. If I do that, I'll go up one block. Yeah. Right here. Okay, so place that there, and let's start filling it in. Now, it won't go all the way because there are 4 blocks that need to be broken. One is this one. And this one right here. 2, 3, and last one goes right here. 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's break the cobblestone there, and let's go up top. So up here, there's a ritual stone underneath this one, which is fine. I want to break this so I can access it. So the Master Ritual Stone is right there in the middle. And I believe we probably don't have enough blood on us. Let's take whatever's in here. Give me back my stone. Okay, so I think it needs 50,000. I think that's the number that it needs. So we will charge this up for a little bit and be back once we have that much. Which is right now, 50,000. Cool. So in that case, let's just continue going here. Iron backpack. I think that's where I put my activation. So let's try that. Seemed to work. Don't remember there being lava, but or fire or whatever. Okay, so that should be activated. Let's see if we have. One thing I'm curious is if I will get mob drops. So this guy here is holding my blaze spawner. So we'll just put you here. Should be good. You have 6,448. So let's break. So you guys killed instantly. Cool. 6,448. That didn't add any. Oh, there we go. 6,823. Okay, so it does work. I need to get a couple more mob spawners here, and apparently that doesn't give me mob drops, or at least doesn't give me player kill mob drops. So we're going to clear out a little bit more space here, maybe go down a couple more blocks, and grab some more monster spawners. So let's go on an adventure. Over here, I was kind of just exploring around, and I found a Thaumcraft dungeon. And I pretty much didn't do anything to it. It's just one of those little huts that has a spawner, or a couple spawners in it. So we're going to go over here. There we go. And hop off our broom. And let's start spamming torches everywhere. So there's a couple things. I don't know what this is. Probably should leave that for now. Let's grab you. Thank you. Let's go inside here. Let's see what we've got to deal with. So there's probably babies. Of course there's baby zombies. I hate baby zombies. So let's break that. Just their Pathfinder letting get me. Kill you. Thank you. Bye-bye. And let's grab all the spawners we can find. So there's not one on this level apparently. Let's light it up a little bit. Grab you. Thank you. And also grab you. Missed. Got that one. Must grab before. There we go. So we got the monster spawners. Now we just need to light everything up and kill everything off. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's do this during the day. Okay, we're just gonna get out of there because they're hitting hard. I did kill a couple of those embers golems, which is kind of cool. So we should get some materials from that. But let's head back to base here and place down our 2 monster spawners. Okay, so lower that down one, and let's place a couple monster spawners in here. There we go. So those guys will just keep spawning. We are going to need to, I think, seal this up so that it can actually get dark in here. Inventory is way too full. Let's keep this like that. We'll keep this side open, I think. We'll see how dark it is with that. You, and let's fill these in. 4, 5. Okay, so that's filled in there. I think I need this side as well. Or that closed up. Okay, so that looks good. Let's place one there, there, and there. So that should be decently dark now. At least that it can be spawning. Where's it getting light? Getting light from up there. Yeah, okay. So that needs to be blocked off because I think it gets light through the altar. The altar is apparently transparent. Oh, and I'm sure that helps. How can I do this? Let's go like that. So we'll go here and place underneath there. Break these guys. Okay, so let's jump out. There we go. And place our stairs back. Got way too much stuff. But that is working. So we have things that are spawning down here. They're getting killed instantly. And that is filling you up. You're up to 30, which is awesome. And this isn't really a final answer to this, because this isn't really that renewable. I have to be standing here for these spawners to work, but this at least gets us something so that we can start building more. Okay, so looking at the time, I think this is probably a good time to cut it. It's getting a little bit longer of an episode than I've been doing. But we have at least progress. So this area here, we are now getting renewable blood. We're up to 35, which isn't the fastest thing. I haven't upgraded any of this. This is all still self-sacrifice. So we're going to upgrade that probably between now and the next episode, because these are just blank runes, and that's just basic crafting and swapping things out. So that will improve that. We still need a more renewable way of spawning mobs, though, where I don't have to stand here. This will be nice when I'm building this area, but really I don't plan on spending a whole lot of time over here. Once this is all automated, it's pretty much place it and then I'll be good. But for now, we at least have blood coming in, so that is then going to be turned into mana over there. One thing I'd like to figure out is if I look at the what's life imbuer? The life imbuer from, here we go, life imbuer. This thing here is kind of an interesting one. This one will allow spawners to keep spawning using Botania mana, but that needs prismarine and it needs elementium and it also needs an ender air bottle, which is going to be difficult. So that's a thought, but I'm not really sure if I want to go with that or not. For now, though, we have blood coming in, we have mana coming in. We got quite a lot done with that. We didn't really build anything, though, which is kind of boring. But anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Yeah, got lots of things done. Thank you. Bye-bye.